I don't know if you know, but skilled nursing facility and post-acute, they're just synonyms for nursing home. The industry wanted to change their name, so now there's skilled nursing. I had a woman, I met her during the pandemic. Her husband had passed away, whom she had cared for a lot of years. She didn't have any children, and I think she ended up breaking something, and I met her. So I had never met her at her home. I'd never been called. This is sort of that crisis management. She was in a nursing facility, and she was really angry to be there, really unhappy to be there. She screamed a lot. She really needed help, and she didn't have dementia, but she had such a severe tremor. She had had a lot of alcohol in her life and damaged the cerebellum here. And she said, "Get me out of here." And they said, "Okay, we'll work with Kira on a discharge plan." And so we moved her into a really beautiful 6-bed care home. There are about 170 care homes in Sonoma County alone, but most of them you think of are what we call big box. They're Brookdale, they're Cogier, they are, these bigger name places. But there are many, many more that just care for people in their own home with 5 other residents. So she went there, it was lovely. She was miserable, absolutely hated it, said, "Get me out of here. I want to go live with my sister." And I said, "Well, your sister is willing to have you live with her, but using alcohol in the house is an issue, because if you fall while you're drinking, because you're already so frail, she can't pick you up." So we had a conversation about decreasing alcohol use and also bringing in some home care because the sister couldn't do everything. So I became the care manager. I helped with the transition from the skilled nursing into the 6-bed, from the 6-bed to be with her sister. And then I hired and trained the caregivers and did up a list of duties. And then we ran all the payroll through ADP, so it was legal. So anybody coming in got their taxes deducted, got a pay stub just like a regular job, wasn't paid under the table. And then I got durable medical equipment for the house. So we got a hospital bed so she could get in and out more easily. We got an electric wheelchair. We got weighted utensils so she could feed herself. We got a ramp so that the wheelchair that we got could go down and be out so she could go outside in the neighborhood every day. And she had upper body strength, so we had transfer poles put from floor to ceiling in the bathroom, the bedroom, and where she sits in her chair each day so that she can help pull herself up so that she can be seated into the wheelchair and brought to the bathroom. The sister paid for a major remodel to be done on the bathroom so that was easier to get her in and out and wide enough for the wheelchair. We're also making sure that she's getting to her doctor's appointments. As a care manager, I've been given access to her electronic medical chart in Kaiser. So that's another thing someone can say, "Do you mind keeping an eye on the electronic medical chart so that I can go in and see when appointments are coming up? I can read lab tests." Just like I have that for Kaiser, someone gives me their credentials. So it has to be someone you trust to do that, but certainly it could be a friend or a relative that's doing that to be making sure you don't miss anything. So basically, I, as a care manager, just as an example of a case, supervised all of that happening and brought in all of those rehab. The licensed contractor that redid the bathroom, the medical equipment we got used so that it was cheaper. And to this day, I supervise the caregivers and have discussions with them about how things are going. I make sure that they're paid twice a month. I visit with the client and check in and see how things are going. I see how the sister's holding up. And she enjoys her mornings, still doing crosswords, and even though her body's getting more frail, she's still able to interact with her caregivers, and her brother takes care of her finances, so I work with him regarding money. And the quality of life, she's much happier.